Oh yes, we got a new face, we got a new channel name, and basically we got brand new content. Welcome to Review Nation in 2020. Today guys, it is the metal genre tier list that a lot of people have been requesting on this channel. I know one of my mates have been wanting to see this. This is basically my personal opinion of my favorite genres of metal. And you know what? This is completely subjective. This may probably piss a lot of you off. It's completely my opinion. And you know what? Let's get on with it. So from the S tier is fantastic and E tier is meh. So what deserves to be in E tier? In E tier, I would probably put grunge. Now, the reason why I'd put grunge is because I don't really like the production. I can't really gravitate towards grungy bands. Like, there are some really good vocals. You got good bands like Nirvana and Soundgarden. Nirvana is on a different league. I really enjoy Nirvana. That's the only grunge band I sort of enjoy. Soundgarden is okay in my opinion. Saw them live back in 2015. Discovered more of their music this year. And I couldn't really gravitate towards it. But I love some of the songs. It's probably my least favorite genre in metal, in my opinion. But there are still some really good fucking bands out there for grunge. And don't get me wrong, I really do enjoy all of these genres actually. But I say grunge is probably my least favorite. So joining E tier would probably be... Now I'm pretty happy with that. Let's move on to D tier. D tier would probably be glam metal. I do enjoy glam metal. Love Kiss. Love the 80s Kiss. But the problem for me is the way they dress, the way they look, like Motley Crue and Kiss in the 80s, dressed all different, but they are very fucking talented musicians, and you can really appreciate it. You get amazing fucking guitar solos throughout some of these songs, and it's just a joy to listen to them. But I think the nowadays glam metal bands such as Steel Panther are really making a joke out of the old genre of glam metal. I really enjoyed that aspect of glam metal. Like, I do really enjoy Queensryche. Queensryche's a really good band. Like Operation Mindcrime, what a fucking amazing album that is. And incorporating glam metal elements along with heavy metal elements throughout that album was just amazing. And that's probably the prime of glam metal in my opinion. But glam metal, in my opinion, like Whitesnake and a few other bands, are really good sometimes, but there are minimal listens for me. I can't really listen to fucking glam metal every single day. There's only a small dosage. I probably could listen to Kiss like Animalize and Lick It Up all day long because the way they sound different. But there are certain glam metal bands that I can't really get into. That's why it's in D. So also joining in D would probably be Avant-garde. Now, Avant-garde is a very interesting subgenre. It is because it infuses experimental elements. Also have a weird sound, weird melody that you wouldn't expect. It's the unexpected, it's the unpredictable that really draws in the listener. And I really do appreciate this sort of subgenre, but in my opinion, it's probably my third least favorite genre. And the reason why I say that is because there are some bands that really incorporate avant-garde. And avant-garde could also be in black metal, death metal, could be any other genre mentioned here. You even got avant-garde doom metal now. And I listened to an avant-garde doom metal album and it was just all fucking over the place. It was. The reason why it's in third place is because this subgenre is all over the place. And sometimes you just want cohesion. You want to hear some cohesive music, not all over the place. And I could say that to prog as well, but at least prog has a melody, at least prog has a structure. Avant-garde doesn't have a structure. Move on to C tier now, and it's Grindcore. Grindcore is a good genre. It is. There are certain elements of Grindcore, certainly derivatives of Grindcore, but I do really enjoy Grindcore. Like, I really enjoy the band Cattle Decapitation. They are an amazing band. Death Atlas was a fantastic album. So there are so many really good Grindcore bands that I really do enjoy. One Grindcore band that I don't really enjoy is Infinite Annihilator. Most of you guys know that I don't really enjoy Infinite Annihilator. The reason why Grindcore is so low on the list is because every single single other metal genre that hasn't been mentioned over grindcore. Like, if I was bored, I'd probably listen to grindcore, but sometimes there's just so much chaos going on, so much mayhem, that sometimes you can't really enjoy it. Sometimes there's so much changes, like avant-garde, that you can't really enjoy it, but I do enjoy grindcore over glam metal, avant-garde, and grunge. Folk metal in C. Folk metal was good. I love the use of the hurdy-gurdy. I love the use of the Celtic elements. Folk metal was very good. Like, incorporating different folk metal elements throughout other subgenres of metal. But if it's just pure folk metal, like, I really enjoy bands like Elevate. They're a fantastic band. There are some really shitty folk metal bands as well. And that really downgrades the actual subgenre, in my opinion. I do love Valhalla from Australia. They are a fantastic folk metal, black metal band that I really do enjoy. Sal's a folk metal band, folk metal, black metal band. You can incorporate folk in many genres, but if it's just folk metal, probably be C tier. But I love folk metal within death metal, black metal. Joining C tier would probably be cowboy metal, and this is including baby metal. Baby metal is a fun band. I would prefer other genres than cowboy metal. It's not dissing the actual genre, because all these genres now I really love. All these genres that haven't been mentioned above is better than cowboy metal. Cowboy metal is very fun. It's a very fun genre. You don't want to listen to cowboy metal all the time, do you? You want to listen to something else, something different, something not as generic as cowboy metal. And I feel like cowboy metal is just slightly generic, in my opinion. So joining cowboy metal would probably be, I would say, alternative metal. Alternative metal's fun. Alternative metal bands like 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin, like depressive bands as well, talking about relationships, talking about love. I do really enjoy alternative metal. If it was a few years ago, alternative metal would probably be an A tier. Like, alternative metal is different to new metal, and new metal is actually on this list, and new metal is a little bit higher than alternative metal, in my opinion. Alternative metal is on the borderline of hard rock and metal. And I think alternative metal would have bands such as Rise Against and Breaking Benjamin. I really do enjoy these bands. They incorporate breakdowns. They incorporate crazy sort of elements that really entices the listener. I love the lyrics in alternative metal as well. And it's a very different sort of subgenre to metal, and that you really can't help but appreciate. So probably in B tier, I'd probably put Deathcore. I do enjoy Deathcore, I really do. Deathcore is fantastic. I love bands like Fit for an Autopsy, Lorna Shore, and a few other bands, and even Mental Cruelty is a great slamming deathcore band. Like, there are many different derivatives of deathcore as well. But I think Deathcore is a really good band, really good. It's hell of a lot better than Grindcore. It's a lot more heavier than Metalcore, but you can really appreciate the heavy breakdowns you were getting throughout a Deathcore song. Deathcore can be boring at times, but Deathcore at times can be amazing, like Slice the Pie. What a fantastic band they are. Deathcore can be progressive. You can get amazing guitar licks, amazing djenty moments. There's a lot of djent in Deathcore, really deep lyrical meanings as well. So I think Deathcore is a great genre, in my opinion. That's why it deserves to be in B tier. Fit for an Autopsy is a great band, and Whitechapel as well. They incorporate melodic moments. Gothic metal bands such as Lacuna Coil, Fit of Tragedy, all these bands incorporate different sort of guitar tones, and you really enjoy it. I love the atmosphere they provide, and they infuse death metal at times. They incorporate all sorts of genres within Gothic metal, and I think that, probably Gothic metal will probably be higher than Deathcore. I'd probably listen to Gothic metal over Deathcore because I just really enjoy the vocals. I really enjoy the overall concept of these songs that they provide in Gothic metal. Industrial, do enjoy industrial metal. Love Rammstein. Rammstein's one of my favorite bands, and Marilyn Manson as well does industrial metal, and it's the sound, the overall production, which is very interesting to me. And it's those guitar riffs, the drum fills as well. That sounds very different to Gothic metal, folk metal, cowboy metal, and all the other metal genres that have been mentioned below. I do enjoy industrial metal, I really do, but there are some better genres out there than industrial metal. Industrial metal used to be really big in the 90s, but it has died down a bit. Marilyn Manson definitely brought industrial metal back. It's the overall vocals as well. The vocals at times are very grainy, very distorted, and this incorporates that industrial feel. Industrial metal is probably one of the most intriguing metal genres out there. Okay, so in B I'd probably put, so again joining B, it's power metal, symphonic metal. This genre would have been higher last year, but I have discovered more genres that are better than power metal, symphonic metal. Symphonic metal is derivative of power metal, or whatever you want to call it, because they're sort of the same thing. It's got bands like Nightwish, Epica, Camelot, incorporate those power metal symphonic elements. Very fun. Vocalists are absolutely fucking amazing in these bands as well. The most talented vocalists out there. I don't care what anyone says, they are very talented vocalists. Like you got Roy Khan, which is an amazing vocalist. Got Floor Jansen, again amazing vocalist. Taya, amazing. And even Russell Allen from Symphony X is amazing, but I think Symphony X would probably go under prog metal. But Symphony X incorporates symphonic metal, just an amazing overall feeling. Power metal is probably one of the most engaging genres for a listener, and that is to get into a story. And power metal tell the story very well. Death metal, I do enjoy death metal. Now these are the genres that I really do enjoy now. I do enjoy death metal. I love the band Death. Death is fantastic. They are the gods of death metal in my opinion. I fucking love Death. When it comes to brutal death metal, I don't really enjoy brutal death metal. Like I am trying to enjoy it, but at the moment it's not gravitating towards me. It's like Cannibal Corpse. Trying to get into them. Like maybe death metal will probably rise higher up to A and S. But there are some bands that I love and there are some bands that I don't really like. I know the band Death can't do anything wrong in my opinion. They are amazing. They incorporate so many different melodies, amazing guitar solos. Chuck is a god in my opinion. There are also some death metal bands that are just absolutely brutal that I just cannot listen to. So Death has so many different derivative genres. Melodic death metal and technical death metal I enjoy a lot more. ATR put melodic death metal and I would put technical death metal over death metal because melodic death metal is melodic. It's amazing. It's fucking catchy. It's just incredible. I love melodic death metal, love technical death metal as well, incorporating progressive metal throughout some of these songs, amazing guitar solos. You got Beyond Creation, which is an amazing technical death metal band. Rivers of Nile as well, amazing technical death metal band. The Ocean is an amazing technical death metal band or progressive band, whatever. Love the harsher vocals. Love how clean the vocals are as well. Melodic death metal such as Dark Tranquility, amazing, Rotting Christ, all these amazing bands that go into the genre melodic death metal. I prefer melodic death metal and technical death metal over death metal. Probably say new metal would be behind melodic death metal, technical death. I do love new metal, I really do. And the reason why I love new metal is because I grew up with it. I fucking love new metal. Got Slipknot tattoo right here. I love Slipknot. People are going to say, "Ooh, Slipknot's not new metal." It is fucking new metal. It is new metal, and so is Korn as well. Corey's flows are amazing. Linkin Park are new metal. Papa Roach new metal. Amazing bands they are. Absolutely love them. Limp Bizkit, yeah, give and take Limp Bizkit. But new metal's fantastic. Rap fusion to metal. How good is that? Harsh aggressive rap vocals to metal. You can't help but enjoy it. Love the fusion of rap and metal. Linkin Park probably does it the best. Mike Shinoda, Chester Bennington. What an amazing duo they were. Rest in peace, Chester. New metal is probably one of the best metal genres in my opinion. I love it. But I would prefer melodic death metal and technical death metal. Also in A tier, I would definitely put Metalcore. Really do enjoy Metalcore, I really do. And I think Metalcore is just a fantastic genre. It is. They've got some punk elements, punk that I really don't like. But in Metalcore, when punk is provided in Metalcore, Post-hardcore, I love that stuff. Love that shit. Love breakdowns. Parkway Drive, one of my favorite metalcore bands. Love them. I Prevail as well. Cold Rain, all these amazing metalcore bands. Love the melodic feel. And you also got Amity Affliction, a metalcore band once. Metalcore was a great genre. Old boomers would say, ooh, what's metalcore? I hate metalcore. Metalcore was also a huge derivative with gent. I think metalcore probably paved the way to popular metal maybe. Because when you think of it, a lot of people listen to metalcore now. I'm gonna put extreme metal bands like Cradle of Filth. Love the craziness, love the vocals. Extreme metal's fantastic, it really is. Like, there are some crazy moments, and I love the adventure you go through with extreme metal. Really do enjoy extreme metal for what it is. Again, Cradle of Filth is definitely one of my favorite bands that I really love, and they incorporate extreme metal within their music. Like, they were once black metal, but then they went to extreme metal, and wow, they really changed the whole scene, didn't they? Danny Phil's vocals are fantastic, and I really do enjoy that side of extreme metal. Guitars are amazing, the drums are amazing as well. It's at times very fast, very blacky, but also has its own place within the metal genre. And extreme metal was one of the best metal genres out there, and I love it. Let's go heavy metal in S. Heavy metal in S for sure. Heavy metal is the pioneer of all these other genres. Heavy metal is absolutely a fantastic fucking genre. You got Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, you got so many amazing other bands out there that you just can't help but enjoy. Love heavy metal, really do. Iron Maiden is just a fantastic band. Black Sabbath paved the way for all the bands out there. So heavy metal's amazing. Definitely the origins of all the other metal genres that have been mentioned below. Okay, so I'm going back to AT. I'm putting thrash metal in. Now, the reason why I'm putting thrash metal in is because I feel that other genres are better than thrash metal in my opinion. And I love thrash metal, love Slayer, love Metallica. Well, I'm pretty pissed off at Metallica at the moment since they fucking cancelled their show back in October. Anthrax as well is amazing. All these other thrash metal bands and newer thrash metal bands such as Vector and Power Trip are just amazing as well, paving the way for thrash metal. Power Trip is one of my favorite thrash metal bands at the moment. Love Power Trip. And then you got Megadeth as well, amazing thrash metal band. Really do enjoy their stuff. So next is probably black metal in S. Black metal is amazing. It is. Never thought I'd enjoy black metal. In a million years I would enjoy black metal, but I really do. I really do enjoy black metal. It's amazing. I love the story of black metal. Love the history of black metal as well. And it's just so fascinating. Like the Mayhem story is such a fascinating story in my opinion. It really is. And even the oldest sounds like it's come from a potato. I really do enjoy the production, the potato production. Newer black metal is amazing as well. Love all the reductions. Love the clean productions as well. Love the raw elements. There's just so many different elements to black metal which you can't help but fucking enjoy. It's just one of the best genres of metal out there. Amazing bands like Mayhem, Bathory, like that paved the way for black metal. It's just amazing. Then you got Dark Throne on the newer ones, and even you sort of could have Behemoth in black metal as well, which is sort of gone to black and death metal, but black metal has got so many derivatives. Maguire is an amazing black metal band, and then you got Azagram as well, and then you got so many other black metal bands out there, like Taki's an amazing band as well. Then you got Abigail Williams. I absolutely loving Abigail Williams at the moment. There are so many different elements of black metal which you can't help but enjoy. I'm going to say that black metal is definitely up to S tier, along with heavy metal as well. There's just so many different elements of surprise, different sort of atmospheric vibes as well. There are so many different sounds to black metal, and probably with a foreign ear, for the first time for someone to hear black metal, you'd probably think it's the same. But as you explore more black metal, you start to notice that there are certain elements that aren't really present in other genres of metal. Love black metal, one of my favorite genres. Okay, so coming up next is doom metal. Yeah, doom metal's amazing. I prefer doom metal over black metal any day. Doom metal also incorporates some black doom metal as well. Bands such as Owl Crusher, which is just an amazing band that I absolutely love. Esoteric as well, incorporates some black metal elements. Sword of the Sun, These Woods Breathe Evil, what an amazing song that is. Sword of the Sun incorporates black metal elements throughout that song. Sword of the Sun, definitely one of my favorite doom metal bands. I love the different subgenres of doom metal as well, like funeral doom, death doom. So many subgenres to doom metal. I love how slow it is, love the journey, love how fucking long the songs are, and that's why doom metal is in S tier. It's the journey, it's the ride, it's the atmosphere which you can't help but enjoy. There are so many doom metal bands that I have to explore. Like I need to explore Candlemass. I need to explore some other bands out there, some other bands that paved the genre for doom metal. I know Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath is the pioneer of doom metal, the pioneer of heavy metal maybe. But I love Black Sabbath, love all their songs, love all their albums. But doom metal, one of the best genres. I used to hate doom metal, used to hate it. But I grew to love it, and I love how slow I love how slow it is. You can also incorporate some doom and roll, such as Chemist is a doom and roll band. Listen to doom metal, have an open mind and listen to doom metal. The best genre, in my opinion, is prog metal, and this is with Dream Theater. Absolutely love Dream Theater. Progressive metal is absolutely fucking amazing, and I love the different time signatures throughout these songs. Amazing guitar solos, so much emotion. The lyrics are amazing. Prog metal is the best genre in metal, in my opinion. It's just a fucking fantastic genre. You got these amazing long songs that you just can't help but enjoy, and it's just so in your face at times. Progressive metal, you can have so many subgenres to progressive metal. Of course, I have chanting progressive metal, such as Periphery is also progressive metal, Opus progressive metal as well. Amazing bands out there that are prog metal. But also prog metal, you got Rush as well, which is just an amazing band. It definitely paved the way for others to explore different realms of metal, and that's why I think prog metal is my favorite genre of metal. So guys, that's where I leave you today. I hope you did enjoy this metal genre ranking. You know what? I absolutely love all these genres apart from grunge. Apart from grunge, you can fuck grunge off. I don't like grunge. But the rest, glam metal, avant-garde, grindcore, folk metal, cowboy metal, alternative metal, deathcore, gothic metal, industrial, power metal, death metal, new metal, melodic death metal, technical death, metalcore, extreme metal, thrash metal, heavy metal, black metal, doom metal, and prog metal, I absolutely fucking love. Metal is an amazing genre. It is. And who would want to listen to pop when you got so many amazing genres in metal? You know what? My video is done. Subscribe if you want, drop a like, Review Nation out.